Senate Bill 612. Imagine this. Imagine a developer wants to build a new neighborhood in the Rio Grande Valley. To connect water and sewer lines, they have to cross an old irrigation canal owned by a local water district. Before construction even starts, the district sends a bill and the price is whatever the district decides it should be. What the bill says it does. Senate Bill 612 says water and drainage districts can only charge developers fees that are actual, reasonable, and documented when developers cross canals or ditches. What it actually does? This means developers can now demand proof of cost and avoid surprise or inflated fees, while local water districts lose flexibility to use crossing fees as a funding tool. Developers gain predictability, districts lose leverage and revenue. Who benefits? Developers building subdivisions in fast-growing border counties, property rights and real estate interests that want lower and more predictable upfront costs. Who pays the price? Local water and irrigation districts that relied on these fees to maintain aging canals and infrastructure. Water users and communities who may see deferred maintenance or higher costs shifted elsewhere. Why it matters. Water districts still have to maintain canals that protect farms, neighborhoods, and roads from flooding. When a funding source is cut without a replacement, the money has to come from somewhere. If districts cannot charge developers enough to cover long-term impacts, costs can shift to existing residents through higher water rates, weaker maintenance, or delayed repairs. The bill also applies only to certain counties, creating uneven rules across Texas instead of a fair statewide standard. Questions to ask your lawmakers. If districts lose fee revenue, how are they supposed to maintain critical water infrastructure without raising rates on existing residents? Why was the protection against overly burdensome construction rules removed from the final version of the bill? If this policy is fair, why limit it to one region instead of applying it statewide? Bottom line, Senate Bill 612 reins in unpredictable developer fees, but it shifts pressure onto local water systems and leaves taxpayers and water users to absorb the long-term costs.